Welcome back to Teshkid FX for another Polygon Matic price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you the latest developments that have been happening here on the Polygon Matic chart, which at the time of this recording has managed to break above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as support. We have also continued to hold below a key significant high at around the $1.3 mark. We have also continued to gear up, and that is after making a low at around the $1.18 mark in that move that has now given us a break above the 20-day MA. We have also continued to obey the Elliot of structures, where we have fully maximized our minimum target area to the lower side in the formation of this wave 4, and I still believe that whatever we are seeing at the moment is the start of this massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 5. And before I get further into the technical analysis and also give you my next price targets to the upside here in the formation of that wave 5, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And allow me to continue with the video here on the 4-hour chart by first giving you a quick recap of what has been happening, where you can see that after making our low at around the $0.74 mark, we started that massive bounce to the upside, obeying the Elliot of structures, where you can see that I have this Elliot of structure in yellow, having that as the first wave, giving us a peak at around the $1.05 mark. Then we started a corrective structure in the formation of that wave 2. Then we saw the formation of this wave 3, giving us a peak at around the $1.35 mark. And after seeing the high for that wave 3, we started a corrective structure in the formation of this wave 4, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 4 between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5, which is an area that lies between the $1.1831 mark and the $1.1316 mark, which is an area that we fully maximized. And after fully maximizing it, whatever we expected next is the start of that massive bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 5, and I believe that is what we are seeing over here. And in the formation of that wave 5, which is an impulsive wave, I'm also expecting to see a 5-wave structure in formation within the formation of that wave 5, having the wave 5, which is a fractal wave within the formation of this larger Elliot wave count 5, fully maximizing our target areas. And I believe we are seeing such a scenario over here, where you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in red, having that as the first wave, giving us a peak at around the $1.57 mark. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, we started a corrective structure in the formation of this wave 2, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1 at around the $1.57 mark, that gave me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which is an area that lies between the $1.35 mark and the $1.2289 mark, which is an area that we have fully maximized. And at some point we had lost the fib level 0.78, but we continued to hold above the fib level 0.88, and I said to you that in my previous video that in case we lose the fib level 0.88, then that will be putting a major challenge on the formation of this wave 2. But lucky for Polygon Matic, because we continued holding above that key area on the Fibonacci's, and there are chances that we might continue gearing up, continue holding above the wave 1 high, and also see a break above the significant high at around the $1.3 mark. And in case those two possible scenarios play out, then there are chances of continue gearing up in the formation of this wave 3, which is a fractal wave within the formation of this larger Elliot wave count 3, and that is my primary scenario over here. I believe we have fully maximized our minimum target areas in the formation of this wave 2, and soon Polygon Matic will be able to explode to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3, and giving you a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $1.8835 mark, and that is the minimum that I'll be expecting this wave 3 to the upside to do. And once the high for that wave 3 is in, then we can expect a wave 4, then continue gearing up in the formation of this wave 5. And once we fully maximize the formation of this wave 5, then that will be completing an even larger Elliot wave count 3 to the upper side, which is right here in blue, which is giving me the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out over here. And if I zoom out so that I can give you the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out, you can see that Polygon Matic, from these low prices that we had been trading within, that is at around the $0.32 mark, we saw that massive bounce to the upside, obeying the Elliot wave structures, where you can see that I have this Elliot wave structure in yellow, giving us a peak at around the $1.3 mark, and also completing the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the high for that wave 1, we started a corrective structure in the formation of a larger Elliott wave count 2 in a move that gave us a low at around the $0.74 mark, and I'm now expecting the formation of this wave 3 to continue playing out in that Elliott wave structure in yellow, which is a fractal wave within the formation of that larger Elliott wave count 3, and sketching out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 by connecting the trend based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave down there to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave. That gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that higher Elliott wave count 3 at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $2.3162 mark, and that is the minimum that I will be expecting Polygon Matic to do on the long-term scenarios. So let's continue watching the 20-day MA over here, and as long as we continue holding above it, then there are chances of seeing a break above the significant high at around the $1.3 mark and continue gearing up in the formation of that larger Elliott wave count 3. And in case we continue with the breakdown, that is in case we lose the 20-day MA and continue pushing even lower and also lose our key area of support at around the $1.17 mark, then that would be suggesting an alternative Elliott wave structure where we can term this whole movement giving us a peak at around the $1.57 mark as a higher Elliott wave count 1 to the upside. And in case the breakdown continues, then we can be in the formation of that wave 2 before we can expect a wave 3, then a wave 4, and then a wave 5 to the upper side. And in case that move plays out, I can just give you a target area to the lower side in case the breakdown continues by connecting the Fibonacci's from the low at around the $0.74 mark to the high at around the $1.57 mark, and that gives me a minimum retracement area in the formation of that wave 2 between the fib level 0.5 and the fib level 0.618, which lies between the $1.16 mark and the $1.06 mark. So that is the worst case scenario that we can expect over here in case the breakdown continues. But as long as we are holding above the 20-day MA, continue expecting the formation of this wave 3, having our peak at around the $1.88 mark as a minimum target area. And also taking a look at the indicators on the RSI, we are trading at around the 49 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to fully support higher prices in case that movement continues in the formation of that wave 3. Also taking a look at the market, we have been able to print a bullish cross fully supporting higher prices in the formation of that wave 3. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll be keeping you updated.